Bam. Bam. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious assets with me, and that is your times. Your times, get it? Your minutes. Your precious asset with me, and that is your time. God bless each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on into the live. We appreciate you all for being part of the live stream and kicking it with the lifers. May we have a blessed night together. Let's jump on into it. I'm going to put my glasses on for most of the night, if that's okay. Help me see a little bit easier without having to stretch my old eyes. I am drinking a different beverage, a little coffee tonight, which I never normally do. So it's going to be a different caffeinated night. Interesting night. Most of you people might frown upon that. Like, where's the lemon water, lifer? changing it up. Every once in a while, I'm going to change it up. This is probably the first, like, one of the only 1 or 2 shows I've ever done it. So out of 900 shows, which is pretty interesting if it tells you something. So shout out to all the beautiful souls out here. God bless you all. Let's jump on into BTC like we do every single Saturday night. And let's break into the chat real quick. I like to be a little more chat heavy on Saturday night. It's supposed to be a little funner, a little interesting. Lemon water for the soul, baby. Lemon water for the morning. I need a break from my wife, my man, Mountain Man. Wow. Lemon water is here tonight. Enjoy the coffee. I hope you need a break for a good reason, like she's wearing you down, you know. Coffee lifer, baby, my man. Lyco Protocol. Okay, Lyco Protocol from Campos. Yes, sir. Love the caffeine. Lifer Adam, my man. Lyco Protocol. All right, you do that one more time, and we're going to have to clip the wings. What's up, everybody? Shout out to Marcos Padilla. Shout out to Snubby, my man. I don't know what that is. Shout out to Higher Frequency in the Game. All right. Shout out to Oswaldo Suarez. Shout out to Bad Baptist. PS5 Future of Gaming in the house. News, the SEC accepts ETF. Are they waiting for a dump? Ooh. And team, do we have a moderator? Sean, thank you. Someone on there. God bless you. Between you and Tom Crown, God bless the Bad Baptist. Howdy. Shout out to everybody here. We love you. We love you. All right. Sam, what's happening? Shout out to Ian Diaz. What's up, Lifer from East Tennessee? Lawn Shark 423 in the house. God bless you, brother. Thank you. And you can see money still pouring into BTC. All the way in that USD. We got a little bit of Korean won flowing in there tonight as well. Little bit of Japanese yen. A little bit of Japanese yen, Korean won, and some USD coming into Bitcoin tonight. So, anyway, let's go. Sam, SNX is still hot. It's an oldie but goodie. All right, Snubby, thank you. We got to take him out. Wow, we're getting bombarded tonight. It is what it is. What's up, Lifer? Back at it on this beautiful Saturday. We're going to break it down. We're going to talk about it. Bitcoin's exactly where it was before. 30,300, right? 296. And the level that I'm talking about in the thumb and on the video here is that 30,300 level. Like, it's right where we're at. We got to close that candle above that area on the weekly. East Tennessee stand up. Shout out to Lifer Haddam. You know it's going to be, Lifer, we're going to meet, if we ever meet, but we will meet in July. Bitcoin Miami, you know, which is normally Bitcoin Miami, will be in Tennessee. It will be in Memphis, I believe, next year in July. So I hope to see you there at Bitcoin Tennessee. All right. I got this guy. If you guys don't, yeah. And then, yeah. I got it. I took care of it. We're getting bombarded over here. All right. Sammy Cup and Handy on Ada. Let's ride. Shout out to Ian Diaz. Shout out to Mountain Man, Miguel Morales, and everybody here on a beautiful Saturday night on July 15th. Beautiful summer night here on the East Coast in United States. You know, I'm out here in Cape Cod. Wonderful time to be alive. Shout out to every single soul here on the live. May God bless you all. May God bless my late father, Jimmy Price. We love you, Dad. Normally he'd be downstairs right now, half listening to the live stream, you know. So may God rest his soul. Would have been nice to get one more summer, baby. Just one more, but it is what it is. And, you know, all I know is he would want me to keep pushing, baby. And he was someone that would keep pushing no matter what, and he wouldn't complain. So no complaints from me. I had a great time with my dad. God bless you all. You know, shout out to Stack McChange in the house. Shout out to Master Friend in the house. Shout out to Brandon K. Shout out to Tez Dean. Psychological high and low forming first high. And the low of the Asian session. Shout out to Ken Friend. All right. I thought something. Anyway. So we're seeing bullish consolidation right now for Bitcoin. But what I don't like is when I went to the 1 hour time frame, I saw what looks to me like a textbook head and shoulder pattern. We see a shoulder, we see a head, we see a right shoulder. We go to the 15-minute, even look for a little more definitive shoulder here, kind of. Then you even see, look, the shoulder, head, shoulder here that did break to the downside. It's interesting enough. You would have drawn a neckline like so. The head would be, you know, wick to wick here, and you swing that over. I mean, that's, you know, you got a wick pretty close, you know, but it did dump like a head and shoulder were supposed to dump. Anyway, so we're looking shouldery. Head. The head can be a crown. I've seen it. It's weird, but yes. The only thing that could save us is like this slight cup with a handle. Could the cup and handle come in handy, so to speak? Get it? Oh my gosh. I didn't mean to do that. But could the cup and handle come in handy and change the game? Could we get a breakout here on this 15-minute time frame with tight moving averages? Right? To the upside here. Possibly to 30,380. Just getting us above that resistance. All right? That's what we're looking for here for Bitcoin. Shout out to Crypto Cash in the house. Shout out to Master Friend in the game. My man. Just in time. My man. We're going to take a look at BOOKMAP and see where the liquidity lies here on this Saturday night. Shout out to everyone jumping on in to listen to a guy talk about technical analysis on the charts, cryptocurrency, altcoins, and just have a blast with the human race, each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. So we see more liquidity to the downside, 29.5 actually all the way down. Nothing really challenging it further to the upside. A little bit, possibly to 31K, but for the most part, the liquidity is to the downside, all the way down to a big fat order at 641 Bitcoins at 29.5. This is BOOKMAP. Link in the description below. BOOKMAP is an order book heat map showing me where the money is in cryptocurrency. I can even take my picture away just so you can get a better idea of what's happening here. And you can see this is also real time. It's like having a 1-second chart because you're getting actual price action as it's happening. So BOOKMAP, see what's behind the candles. The candlesticks only show you so much, but behind the candlesticks, there's buy orders, there's whales, there's a whole order book in sight, and here we can see the order book and where most of the liquidity is. All right? This helps a lot in making certain decisions when trading. This says we will go further to the downside. So you may not want to open up a big fat long at the present moment in time. All right? So that's BOOKMAP for everybody. Thank you for jumping on in. If you want BOOKMAP, link in the description below. You can't get it without a better discount than we have it here for the entire community. So jump on in today. Support the channel. Grab yourself some BOOKMAP. And again, you can put it on other oscillators, other ideas, other exchanges. There's so many more things than what I'm showing you there. We also have a liquidation indicator here on it that you can add. And you're going to be able to see people actually get liquidated, which I find absolutely fascinating. And ever since I've had it, it's been a great tool. So shout out to BOOKMAP. We thank you so much for the relationship, and may it stay blessed. Unless you're sending a super chat or a like, you're getting the boot. Shout out to Master Friend in the house. Hedera HBAR will change how people look at cryptocurrency. They can handle thousands of transactions per second, provide a timestamp, and the crypto work on Hashgraph. People, do your research. He's pushing HBAR. HBAR may do something well. I don't know. I looked at Hedera a long time ago. Thought I could challenge blockchain, but I don't know, man. Bitcoin is the number one. I don't see HBAR passing Bitcoin and maybe getting a $30 billion market cap. Right now it's sitting, I did the math the other day. No, and I wasn't trying to be rude to the HBAR community. I'm just going to ask you, and maybe you could answer this question for me. But what's a realistic market cap for HBAR? Right now, it's got a $1.6 billion market cap at 5 cents. All right. That 20x is to $1, and you get your 20x, which is great, right? 20x is great. I mean, you're looking at 20 times this 6, 10 times that 6 is $6 billion. I agreed. 20 times that, right, is $12 billion. 20 billion times 608. So that's 20 bill. And then a 20x is 20. So you're looking at $40 billion market cap for the 20x. So you tell me Hedera Hashgraph's going to have a $60 billion market cap? No, I'm serious. Maybe it will. Does someone out here really think that's going to happen? I don't know. Easy 50 billion this run, in my opinion. So you believe it can get to a $50 billion market cap? So you're thinking maybe a 22x? I mean, that's not that impressive to me. I'm not trying to be rude. Like a 50x is cool, but it's kind of like, the beginnings. I don't know. I mean, a 20x, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. So that's why when I see a big hype about it, I'm like, yeah, like, If it does a 30x, I'd be really surprised, and I would be really, really happy for the HBAR community, you know? Yeah. And I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to point out, you know. So, Saucer Slabs on Hedera is having a massive update. Saucer Swap Labs on Hedera. Interesting. Shout out to Birdman Crypto in the house. How's your NFT going, man? And I apologize. I never meant to not hit you up. I've just been busy. But if you hit me up on Discord, we could discuss it too. Just you probably know more than me. That's the only thing. I have no clue. 32 billion would be a 20x. Yes, that makes sense. Yeah, 20 times 1. Yeah, 20 times 6 is 12. Yes, exactly. Yeah. $32 billion market cap. So all right, so he thinks he can go to a $50 billion market cap. So maybe a 40x. That would be pretty substantial. Anything over 25x is an up or big to me is like, okay. And I'm a 10x is amazing. You know, I just, you know, I don't know. You know, all about the X to me. So anyway, Bitcoin on the 15-minute was in this beautiful falling wedge that looked like it could break out. Look at it trying to curve down right now to the downside. 7-minute wants to dump on us, losing liquidity. I see a shoulder, head, shoulder, complex head and shoulder right there. Let me show you what I'm seeing. I got a lot of lines, so you may be like blinded by the light right now, so to speak. I know I am. I have the brightest lights in front of me. You know, every day I shoot the show, I have to shoot the show with like these bright lights. They're pretty bright. Blinded by the lights, way up like a roost, a roller in the night. Blinded by the light. So, you know, what I'm looking at here is this possibility here. I see a bit of a shoulder. I see somewhat of a head. I see a bit of a shoulder. This has some complex head and shoulder vibes, like a dump is coming to the downside. So it also has a Bart Simpson vibe. Even my buddy pointed it out today at dinner. I just glanced at the chart. Also, what I see is that, like, you know, that Adam and Eve feel vibe too. You know, and again, and then the shoulder, the head and the shoulder there too. You know what I mean? It's just, I'm getting some bearish vibes. At the same time, watch it just rip up to the upside. You know, I'm open-minded. I have no clue where Bitcoin's going to go. You know, but that's pretty bearish to me. And the 7-minute is dumping, and we see liquidity on BOOKMAP. So I believe a short is in order right now, and you know, your only hope is you would maybe somehow hold the zone here. 30,127. And let's look at another chart and break down some areas that we want to pay attention to. I was looking at Luna for a possible pump on the 15-minute. It got a pump, but it was like 3%. You know, it might have been a nice futures trade. My man, not at home, but I'll watch the stream later, man. Thank you. God bless you, brother. Thank you for the love. We appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat, my man, Jawu. Thank you. God bless you, Jawu. We love you, brother. Microsoft AI picks Hedera as the most ROI potential. Really? Interesting. I don't know. I don't see it, but you never know. Maybe I'll just throw a couple grand on it in case, so I got it covered. Hassan Haj, my man, Terra Luna Classic is about to break out. It's funny you said that Luna C, right? It's been on my radar, and it's so weird you said that because it's been on my radar, and now you talk about it. Let's take a look. I mean, it's got a bit of like an inverted head and shoulder vibe going for it. It's flaggy. It's a bit flaggy. Seems like it could make a nice breakout. The song's got good vibes for TA, like looking at some TA, like, okay. All right. I would like it to reset and come back down to the bottom of the channel or break. I mean, you can see it's got kind of a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. I wouldn't be surprised if it did pop. 1 hour could even break out from there. Doesn't look too, 4 hour even has legs to the upside. It's interesting. Almost want to do more like this. Possible move right there. I mean, that's a shoulder. That's an inverted head and shoulder right there on the 7 minute. Aggressive spin back to the upside. It's got to break the high here. 0 0 0 0 0 9 4 5 3. Interesting. Saucer Tops Token Sauce is ZC100X built on Hedera. Saucer Swaps. Interesting. Thank you for saying that. There's also a hot meme coin that pumped 60,000% on called Saucinu. Interesting. Saucer Swaps. Oh, the token is called Sauce. Okay, I got you. Could you take a look at XRP? Send in a super chat, TA, or deep dive if you want us to go over a coin, take over the live, you know what I mean? Let us know. Let us know. Caffeine, yeah. Blue Rise, man. Shout out to Tom Crown. We love you. Everybody go tweet Tom Crown. Tell him that the lifers love him. See if we can bombard his inbox tonight. Beck Tommy, we love you. We want everyone to know that we love you. You know. Shout out to everyone that follows me on Twitter, at CryptoLifer33. Greatly appreciate all the follows on Twitter. Super, super awesome and super nice. On our way to 16,000. We appreciate it. And plowing away. Let us know how you feel. You know. So which coin would you stack more of? All right, HBAR. HBAR seems to have a community. Or XRP. Or Consultation XLM. And I'm going to change the which. Which coin would you stack more of, HBAR or XRP or XLM? And why? Like, let us know why. We want to know the what and the why on this one. All right. And we don't want to call cryptocurrency crypto assets. It's not currency. All right. Which coin would you stack more of? HBAR, XRP, or XLM? Let us know and why. All right. Take this and answer this Twitter. We want you to answer it. So what we're going to do is we're going to pin it into the pins comment section. All right. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you for jumping on in. If you want to learn how to make gains, if you want to basically learn leverage trading, jump into a new leverage trading strategy that is really, really amazing. Helping a lot of people in my channel that are new, in the trading group that are new. They're getting the hang of it. They're actually enjoying the way it works. They're loving it. If that excites you and something that you want to look at, then jump on into my trading group today, tomorrow at 12 o'clock. One of my awesome, I guess my protege, my man who, you know, and someone with his own mind and his own ideas, because I don't want to be like, oh, look at me. But someone that definitely took, you know, under my wing and is a young trader that I love, is going to be teaching class tomorrow at 12 o'clock. So if you want to jump into that class, it's $100. It's going to change your life. The information in there is probably worth way more than $100. It should be, the class should probably be $500, honestly. We're just so young, we don't even realize how good how like marketable it is yet. So we're like giving it away. Should take advantage of my crew and me while you still can. Like when I first came out, one-on-ones were so less expensive than they are now. Same thing is going to happen to the information we're putting out. So, all right. Jump on into the Discord right there, or jump onto MEXC. MEXC Global is the place to be if you want to be trading. All right. MEXC Global, man. 0 spot maker and taker fees. You can't beat it. You just can't beat it. USD is going crazy. You're funny, USDT. Do you mean like tether dominance? You know. But 0 spot maker and taker fees here. Lowest fees. MEXC Global. Jump on it today. Trade futures, trade spot, trade ETFs even, which are ways to actually leverage trade without having to actually get liquidated. 3 Ls up to 5X ETFs, which are great. Really good way to get your feet wet with ETFs. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Another guy saying you should be taking as financial advice. And trading is high risk. You know, make sure that you know what you're doing when you do decide to trade. You know, and that's why I do offer a school, a class, and a Discord, and offer also safe practices in trading, sending your money in cryptocurrency. We even have a DeFi class, which is how to use your MetaMask wallet and more. So much for you in the group. So. Yeah, so it looks like we could get a bit of a dump here for Bitcoin out of this complex head and shoulder that I'm watching right now. And it is what it is. Kind of looking pretty mopey for me personally. And like this is kind of a head and shoulder pattern already. So we're going to look at a bigger idea for Bitcoin for some bigger ideas. Lunacy looks like it could pump up 10%. Bitcoin dumps, it probably will take it out, but you never know. This one might squeeze its way through no matter what. Something I would definitely kind of pay attention to on a Saturday night. Who knows? I'm not being shilled or anything. I'm just looking at technical analysis. I just happen to see something. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. All right. So let's take a look at different levels for Bitcoin. First thing I do is just take away the moving averages. I go to the weekly. I double click the price action. And I just need price action. I don't need anything else. And I do this to free my mind, free how I'm looking at it. And even find areas away from it, like our bigger resistance here, 59. Right there, we're going to have an issue there at 51, right? When we get to this $47,000 area, we're going to have some, up and down. When we get to 38,000. And right now where we're at, we should have some, that was a big bounce and a big bounce. So we got rejected there on the fall down. We got rejected there. So you can see, key area. If we can get back above, basically 31, I guess we'll bring it to the wicks on the weekly. Right there is that high wick. If we take out that high wick right there, it's about 31,000, or let's see, not 32,200. Really, it goes up a little more even. I actually could go hang out on the wick and it will tell me what the high was. 32,393. So that's really, we want to be breaking 32.4, right? That's really the bigger area to take out. And then you start building support. And you can see you had clear support here at 24.3. We never even had to test it, but it got close. We wicked into the zone. We wicked into the buy zone. We came with the nice bounce on 25. And now you look at this area, and to me, all Sammy wanted for Christmas this year, for Christmas in July, if you celebrate Christmas in July like I do, all we wanted was this weekly candle to close above. Who here celebrates Christmas in July? But we wanted this weekly candle to close above these two candle closings here on the weekly. So we got it here. We lost it here. We had it. Everything was looking so sweet. Boom, USA is depegging everybody to run for your lives. Come on, man. Don't fall for that stuff. Don't fall for that stuff. All right, let's get back to the show. So, let's get back to what matters. So, the weekly. That support really, I want us above that 30,300 area. And I hang out on the candles just to see. The high on the was where we closed was 30,307. This one was 30,000. Oh, where this one opened was 30,302. So it's 30,300. That's that level, you know. And right now we're toying with it, and that's what the thumbnail basically suggests, and that's what the title of the video today suggests, you know. Do you think if a spot Bitcoin ETF came out, it would steal Bitcoin dominance and keep Bitcoin more bearish? No, I don't think so. Only on Bitcoin US, not fiat pairs anymore. Yeah, don't worry about it, man. It's just they're pulling away from USD, which is, so now no one's really doing anything. And so the tether on their exchange is just, you know, worthless, you know. You know, it's not tied to the rest of the market. South Korea pumping storage again. Interesting. Thanks for being here every day on the live, Lifer. You're the man. Shout out to Ragnar Chinart Core. God bless you, Chin Core. Shout out to Free Mind. Long-term BlackRock ETF is bearish. Big money manipulation. Agree or disagree? Completely disagree. It brings big money like pension funds and long-term investments into Bitcoin that could substantially back it from being looked at like an asset that like people don't want to hold long-term. So completely opposite. I think it builds the backbone for years to come for Bitcoin to become a substantially traded world asset. Yeah. Do we have any news on Hong Kong? Everything's so far so good for Hong Kong. Nothing crazy. All right. So that's our weekly, right? Now let's zoom on in. I usually hit the 3-day chart. And as I've said before, I mean, nothing has really changed on the 3-day. It's still cool as a cucumber. Just forming a bullish flag. Measured move gets us somewhere to about 36,500, you know. Wow, wow. Now, moving averages. 50 coming for the 200 SMA. 21 coming for the 200 SMA. We talked about opening up that long with the stop loss below here. I kept that long open as an experiment. I want to see where it goes, right? So we'll see. Right now it's down like 60, 70 bucks. We'll see what happens. It was up like 500 to 700 bucks at one point. So, but it was a long-term experiment. I wasn't trying to make a more, you know, again, we'll see what happens. 21 crossing the 200 SMA, big deal. All right, big deal. Above point of control on the 3-day chart, big deal. Or what, you know, if you go there. But even if you suck it all in, it's above a high volume node right there, which is a really good sign. We could continue up to this value area high and into this next exchange, right? So 3-day chart to me is still looking pretty bullish. All right. It is overbought, but we went over the idea that we've seen big pumps come from here. All right. Now it could be a double top. I'm open-minded to that. And, you know, we've gone over the bearish and the bullish scenarios. And we'll talk about the bearish scenario. Daily went up, came back down. Coming back for a double bottom in the stochastics, is seeing a low point. Shows kind of signs of a you know, a bearish div too. As this overall trend was an uptrend. But you have an overall, like, definitely, I mean, that's definite bearish divergence. Sad to say, but that's so likely to break us back down to the beginning at 25.9, which is like a Bart Simpson, you see? So it is technically still like the bullish megaphone like we talked about. See this? And, you know, we did wick pretty close to the back to the bottom of the range and got bought back up. And we could flip bullish. 22-hour is now oversold and could get a bounce. All right. My miracle idea, with the miracle sauce idea, there's always like a couple ideas. But that bearish divergence is no good. It's on the 22 and it's pretty strong. It's likely that we get a dump off that. Like, you just got to hear that. If you can't hear that, then, you know. Only the miracle sauce is like, oh, you broke out, you broke back in, you're still tight in a range, and you still could break out of this to the upside. But it's also back in a symmetrical triangle, which could break back down, right? And continue down. You could also look at this kind of like a shoulder, a head, and slightly a right shoulder in a way. So that's pretty bearish. I got to be honest, you know. I was very bullish before, but you know, you definitely got a bearish divergence now. So you got, you know, you hit the top of the range. We wanted to bounce up here, stay up in here, and make some bullish consolidation. We gave it all back with a bearish engulfing candle. I mean, we're still oversold on these time frames, so I'm like, you know, I'm looking. I'm optimistic. There's that like slight bullish divergence here, but it's, to me, it's not, you know, it's really not. They're about the same. It's very weak. You can see it didn't perform well as well. They didn't get a bounce up. We've gone sideways. And Bitcoin's now been sideways for 16 hours, right? So it brings us to the smaller time frames, and they don't look that good. It looks like a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. So you'd be forced to short this. You know what I mean? You're really forced to short this and go from there. Back to the value area low. Look like a double bottom could occur. You know. Just back to this range. You could take that down to that nub right there. So looks pretty bearish today and tomorrow. So to me, it looks like, you know, and again, it looks so obvious they'll probably swing it back up and just can, you know, go through the low liquidity shorts. But right there, that looks like a move to the downside. All right. S&P is going to top out soon, and the Dixie will bottom, in my opinion. I don't know. I'm guessing the Lord's anyway. I don't know, man. We just have to look at one thing at a time. Yo, KASPA, man. KASPA's doing amazing things. Shout out to me and GF Burke. Who else is getting into KASPA with the kids? The KASPA kids. I like to do like I do a podcast with you, me and Burke, called the KASPA Kids. And we would just like go over like how much we love KASPA every time. And just like make it all about KASPA. A KASPA community. KASPA, Bitcoin 2.0 pumping all into KASPA. Crypto Cash loaded. My man, he's in the game. He's on the podcast too. Crypto Cash, GF Burke, and Lifer, and the KASPA Maxi. And a huge 3-month inverted head and shoulder. Amazing. Look at this. I mean, this little flag could break out. Already kind of is. 4 hours about to blast. Look at this. I'm telling you right now, it looks like the 4 hour on KASPA is about to get litty. If you're focused on the right things at the right time, KASPA's about to blaspa. Am I wrong here? Look at that. Would you look at that? KASPA looks like a big move is coming for KASPA. Like that. Look at that aggressive. Whenever I see an aggressive curve on those Stokes, a massive move ensues. And it already kind of broke out of the bigger pattern. So let's all hang out here for a second and take a look. Yes, shoulder, head, right shoulder. I see what you're saying. There it is, the massive inverted. Nice eye, my man. So KASPA Maxi also on his long-term TA. So gangsta. It really is, though. I love like people that are on their ish, man. Take so much away if you do that. I mean, if you lower it, you get this beautiful trend line, which is the neckline too of the head and shoulder that looked like it broke out already. Look, touch the 21-day moving average. I'd be so surprised if this thing doesn't pump, but you never know. But Bitcoin stays sideways for a couple more days. I mean, It's all over token metrics too. They're going all over this thing. 19% gains coming out of KASPA. I might swing trade a bag on top of the bag. You know what I mean? This thing looks so bullish to me. 1 hour needs to pull back. One hour could pull back. So I'll put like half in the trade, half at once. I'm about to put the whole load though. Bang. One hour is a little high, but I like this 4 hour time frame, man. Look at that. I just added. I can't get enough of this stuff. I got $10,500 worth of KASPA now at this point. I can't get enough of it. I can't get enough of it. I love it. 4 hour on US is super low. This thing looks like it's going to blast, man. 19% gains. We'll see. We will see. Lifer, you get your butt down to Florida. Join us. No state tax and sunshine, brother. Dave, man, I was on my way, man. I was on my way, man. I couldn't wait, brother. It'll happen. I'll be there one day. Things don't seem that important to me anymore like that, though. I don't know. It's weird. As life changed, priorities change, things change. It's interesting, you know. It is what it is. And so we move on to our next chapter in life, you know. I hope this live stream sets everyone as like kind of a reality TV show life story. Like I lost my father on this live stream, you know. You guys saw me go through the biggest change in my entire life as a person live on camera every day, you know. Only if you were in WA, Florida, Fremont. Shout out to GFBerk, my man. Look for Bitcoin Cash is going wild. Looks like it may pop on the 4 hour time frame back to the top of the channel for sure. Look for a move back to the top of the range. Right? Nice 10% gains. This perpetual's hot, bro. It's so hot. See if I can get myself back on. Yeah, usually all I have to do is just a quick little flip of the button there. Damn, look at that inverted head and shoulder breaking out right now as we speak. 15-minute way too high. 1 hour way too high. But the 4 hour, like we showed you, bottom of the falling wedge. Bottom of the, you know, of the range. And just looking for that breakout. %20 gains, that's crazy. Right below that swing low right there is my creeper spot. 281. It works for me. That's a nice little trade right there, possibly. The leverage for me on when I trade these coins, though, is so small. They move so fast. It's a little bigger than most coins because you got the 250. Look at that 4 hour about to rip. I wouldn't be surprised if that doesn't rip. That's a futures trade right there, an idea on futures. That looks like that's what the liquidity is tonight. Only trade futures on MEXC if you know what you're doing, please. You know, don't just jump in out of nowhere. You got to learn how to trade. I traded spot for like 5 years before I even looked at a futures trade, and then even then I didn't touch it for another few years. There's nothing wrong with trading spot. All right, I trade spot all the time. You just saw me trade spot right there in front of you. You know, so all right. And I find moves like that I've seen before, and I speculate on the move. You get it? Like, I'm speculating on the idea that that 4 hour is going to rip. I know the 1 hour and the 15 minute aren't perfect. You can wait for perfect entry. But that's what that's what I get excited about when I'm trading. My subconscious mind will be like, wow, that's, and that's just to the top of the range. We don't have to be heroes here, And that's an aggressive push up, MACD. Everything looks really nice. Again, it may not happen, but it is a high likelihood that it may. And I like my odds. So we'll go from there. All right. Shout out to all the beautiful traders here on the live. Thank you for being here. Who here has the staying power and is going to be here in the next 2 years, no matter what? Who here is going to make it through to the next big bull run, no matter what? Who here is going to blast to the upside, no matter what? Who here is going to change their life, no matter what? Yeah. One more question. I bought some KASPA recently and wanted to send it to the ledger, but it's saying it's an ERC20. Isn't it an L1? Interesting that you said that. Let's just take a look. It may still have an address though, and be able to live with its old address. I mean, right now you can get it on KuCoin, BitThumb. Obviously MEXC Global, even though it doesn't say it here. They should have MEXC here, even though they don't, or maybe, okay, there it is. Sorry. Yeah, MEXC. But wow, you can get this thing everywhere. Like everywhere. I don't see it on Uniswap. You know what I mean? I don't see it having an address here that you can grab it on. It doesn't look like an ERC20 to me. From just the look of it, you know what I mean? Like it would have an Ethereum address here, and it does not. Yeah, that's interesting. Follow me on Twitter at CryptoLifer33. How we do here? Which coin would you stack more of, HBAR, XRP, or XLM, and why? All right, HBAR says my man. HBAR, you stack HBAR to get in the wallet rewards and stack the HES token built on Hedera, because those are your 100 to 1,000x gems. Bay. My man is figuring out how to rock the HBAR. Birdman's getting deep. This is how you do it without getting liquidated. Hitting that Pepe Long 10x. Raw dog crypto. Hanging in there. I was asking myself that question earlier. I have some ETH laying around, so why not? I chose HBAR. It's roughly a 20x to whereas XRP has to do a 5.5 to get the all-time high. I'll be stacking both though. HBAR faster, greener, more secure. HBAR. XRP has clarity. Wow. HBAR, all of them. HBAR. XLM for the bankless. XRP. Let's get Sam to 16,000 followers and XRP. Panda Vibes, we love you for caring about someone else other than yourself. You're the best. HBAR on Hedera. Out of those three, dumpster HBAR. It's cheaper and has because I like making money. HBAR. Wow. A lot of answers. Thank you for all those amazing replies. Try to get a like on each and every one of these here. God bless you all for doing that and replying. Lifer loves y'all and appreciates each and every one of you for sharing your insight, thoughts, and a tweet my way. May God bless each and every one of you, and I think we can get to all these likes here. Yeah, I think we did. We may have missed one, but we did pretty dang good job if we didn't. So a move back to the top of the channel here is what we're looking at. Seemed like we found some juicy meat tonight, huh? Everyone, right? Huh? What are you talking about, huh? And a possible move for KASPA here to the upside as well. Seems to be brewing like a cup of coffee here. So, these are my two looks for the night. I'm attempting to trade them. And again, I could fall flat in my face. That's the key when you're out here in front of the world. Trading in front of the world, right? You get to get laughed at or you get to get the cheers. Oh, he was so smart or he was so dumb. It all depends, right? What happens tomorrow morning or the next few days. AGLD, a coin you would have looked at, and we talked about this retest right here. Popping back to the upside for a move. AGLD up 47% off the retest. And from when I first put it out off the bottom of the channel, still ripping to the upside, up 82% for AGLD. Adventure Gold, one of the bigger gains one of the cleaner gains, really, of the trading group in the last few weeks. Banged on them to the upside. Shout out to anyone jumping on in to AGLD, Adventure Gold, and nailing it to the upside. I just want to see AGLD. Pretty sure we posted the retest too as well. Yeah, still in profits here. First entry hit a retest here. And look, we even just showed you this. So I first put it out there, went up to the 200 SMA too as well on the 5th of July. But I saw it cooling up, felt like it was about to blast. That thing would blast right out of that channel to the upside, right? Also talked about setting alerts and how to watch it. We set the alerts. It went to where we wanted it to go. All right. Boom. And then once it had broken out, I saw that it flagged back down. All right. And talk about a retest, bounce back to the upside. I'm like, that's a nice retest. That would continue for another 20 some odd percent because it would be up 47 off the retest. And we talk about that on 7-Eleven at 9 in the morning. So, and then there's that retest flying further to the upside. In total up, but even from that 18%, right? You know, if you took that whole thing was like 52, you take about 18 away. 18 away, 12 would be 40, 36, 35, right? Right there, about, there's your 18, 34, yeah. Still 34% gains, you know, from, so I just want to show you how we kind of, not only do we give you a chart, show you an idea, I show you before it's happening with an alert. It happens, and then I even show you kind of an add-on or a retest if there's another way to continue to add to the trade. Solana's been moving in the back of my mind here. You've been thinking about Solana. I've been thinking about Solana. It's been a Solana fest. Let's take a look at what's happening to Solana. Also, I want to look at ETH BTC tonight, something we haven't looked at in a while. That's going to give us some insight, too, into the markets. And we'll look at Solana on MEXC Global as it's blasting to the upside. Let's take a look at it like I always do here. We were tracking it here. It fell a little bit lower, got back inside the pattern, and then did rip to the upside. This song is bringing the adrenaline, bringing the run. Got people kind of moving around, doing the cha-cha right now. Doing the technical analysis cha-cha, flying around. You came to my channel, next thing you know, you're bugging. You're like, whoa. I didn't know my whole house was going to be shaking when I watched the Crypto Lifer, man. Type in KASPA ledger support on Google. I don't think the ledger supports KASPA. All right, let's take a look at what's happening with Solana. Funny, shout out to Matt Skiski. You're funny, man. Ian Diaz, GF Burke, Fremont. Oh, I like this. This is hot. This rocks with me. Ding. I like this. Getting smooth with a move. Smooth with a move. Wanna lose, wanna use. Never who's to the juice. To the do. Working late all night on my TA. Every day, no way, no we play. All time, no days off. Till my hand hurts on the mouse, no play. All work. Sammy's neck hurt. Sammy work it. 10 hours a day, even on a Saturday. You gotta love me, you gotta hate me. Come in and get me, don't play me. Every single thing I say is hey, hey. Every day, hey, hey. People want to take me down. People want to talk about me, want to take the crown. Make me frown, but I won't keep them around. Stay positive. Always on prerogative. Smile, that what you ought to give. Strumming along with that bass. Yep, I sound that bad too. You're funny. I believe you own the money. KASPA better rip up to that resistance level before retracing, or else I'll be laughed at on my trading view video I posted. You're funny, man. 16 to 18 hours a day, every day, just playing. Sam, shout out to Mountain, man. We love you, brother. Sound worse than a man at a hearse. I keep it pushing, keep it wishing, keep it kicking over. Since I was kicking up dirt, never lost in a worse, never come with a boss and a bird. I want you to lose your boss, fire them right away. 9 to 5 ain't no way to live. That's why I had to give a different way. Break free. Solana on the 3-day chart. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. It's overbought very. So I'm looking at a consolidation, you know. The bigger move happened. It was amazing. It took days. However, look at that 200 SMA hanging up there. We might actually just pin. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we kind of double topped up here and we ran all the way up to this 200 SMA. That actually looks highly likely for Solana. It's weird. It says like we're going to go on some Solana rally like in the next week or two. That's what the charts say. I don't know why, but that's what the charts convey. Let's take a look at our daily. Our daily's very overbought. It's going to have to come back down and pull back. So you're going to get a pullback on that daily time frame. 4-hour looks very interesting to me. So let's delete these here. It's always good to look at things openly, you know. Bitcoin Diamond 1 hour on the making. Interesting. So caffeine definitely kicking in. Getting crazy. Starting to get wild right now. Starting to get wacky and wild. Possibly 34% out of 4-hour scalp for Solana. I'd watch this, interestingly enough. A little bit of bearish div there. Falling volume with somewhat sideways price action, though. It's interesting. Moving averages are far apart, but they could get further apart. I have to be honest. I would watch this. Seems to be something brewing with the altcoins, right? The TA is kind of showing us, hey, the altcoins might get a little bit of a run here. Something wants to push to the upside. I'd watch Solana, possible scalp of the 4-hour time frame here for Solana in the ascending, right? Ascending triangle is what I see happening here for Solana. Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to all the crypto lifers. God bless you. 423 people on the live. 239 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. Oh, greatly appreciated. This is a Saturday night live stream, giving you every single thing I have, every single day. We were live this morning. Bitcoin was actually in the circled area, in which I talked about. So we were correct with this morning's update. We would be sideways when we showed up back today. You got to give it to us. You got to give it to us. I would watch Solana USDT, possible scalp on the 4-hour. It is high risk, though. I have to reiterate how high risk that is, right? I got a Bitcoin long open right here at 140, up about 12%, 7% here. When that nasty wick came in, I decided to take a nibble. I got bold, you know. I said, why not? Took a Saturday night nibble. What? I'm a trader, man. I had to take a nibble. Even when I'm not in a trade, I'm in a trade. You know what I mean? Took a Saturday night nibble over here. What? Had to. And I'll just take that pinned message if I'm smart. If it works, probably doesn't. I think the MEXC link don't work though. Always a fast way to get it done. Making 8% though, still making 8%. I'm just saying. Just saying. And Bitcoin getting back above that 30,000. This falling wedge could break out. That's our hope right now is this falling wedge breaks out to 30,374, and this looks like, you know, the Sammy Cup and Handy, the essence, the aura, the mystique, the legend of the Sammy Cup and Handy just goes back in, and that's why it's the legend, you know. And we defy the shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder. All right. Only time will tell, but it doesn't look good in the 7 and the 1 hour time frame. And again, we would get a short squeeze, and this would all be a facade. All right. Appreciate you do live or sign up for the trading group tonight. Let's do this, baby. God bless you, Crypto Louie. We're going to do everything we can to get you up to speed, man. God bless you, brother. First thing you got to do is watch the watch first videos, please. Don't play yourself. Watch those videos. Second thing you got to do is watch the videos in the learning library, in the directory. Get acclimated, 1, 2, 3, and then start posting charts so other people can look at them. All right. Bitcoin to 288 by May 31st. No pullbacks. That would be amazing, right? Just continues to steamroll all the way to the upside. Reminds me of the Crypto Fear and Greed Index at 57 now. It was getting a little higher the other day. 64, I believe, at one point. That's a little much. 57 makes more sense. I think we should still be somewhere in here, just coming on out. It's not like it's all amazing right now, but right. So we see some things that may pump tonight that are interesting. Wow, this flow may pump out of nowhere. I wouldn't be surprised if that ripped out. Flow looks interesting to me. Let's look at Bitcoin, please. We did look at Bitcoin. We got it. We're always looking at Bitcoin. It looks like it could be breaking out of this falling wedge to the upside. Getting a little bit of a pump right now. Right? Didn't get any liquidations, though, or anything. You want to feel the heat, don't you? You want to feel the heat? Then get into BOOKMAP where you can see the heat. The heat map on BOOKMAP. And jump in today. It'll blow your mind. All right. Birds of a feather flock together. Smart birds buy and hodl Bitcoin in any type of weather, man. Shout out to Sal Baguettes, man. We love you, brother. Hey, G, can you check Gala? In the next 24 hours, we see if Bitcoin moves upward. I don't know. Bullish cross on the MACD will confirm by then. Yep. Let's look at the Bitcoin, please. We did. It feels a lot like January 2020 pump before a final capitulation. Alts ran, only to then be decimated. KASPA Silver has coupon code for one key wallets that support Kaz. He runs a good YouTube channel. Interesting. Thank you. You guys think XRP could go to 83 cents in the short term? Pump, pump, pump. Look at that nice pump for Bitcoin right in front of us there. We did break out of the falling wedge, back to the upside, but we could just be getting up here. We got to break these areas. Probably that wick right there at 30,390, but back above 30,300. That's the area that I really want us to hold back above, and we're getting a nice pump back to the upside. Leverage trade starting to get up a little more heated. Small amount of money, but I mean, to make 14 bucks off 160 bucks, you can't beat that. 8.94%, beginning to get busy here. A little bit of a Bitcoin pump. Want to feel the heat? Yeah. I'm just going to tweet that. It's funny. No one knows what I'm saying. It sounds so corny if you're like, you want to feel the heat. But I'm just saying. You know you want that heat. Wow, Bitcoin getting a nice little pump there. You know, kind of a double bottom, defying this head and shoulder possibly too, because it broke the high. Once you usually break the high of the two heads, that's a really good sign. You see that? You know? And now we got to really get out of this channel. This channel is horrible. We got to get out of it. Got to close a 4-hour daily candle above 30,360 and then really above the wicks and get above 30,500. My Bitcoin H long is up 77% already. My man, doing damage. God bless you, brother. This might have pumped a little bit. Yeah, it was at 57 when we first looked at it, right? Correct? The whole market will move too as long as Bitcoin pumps and goes somewhat more sideways, you know. Want to feel the heat dial. 188 stack McChange in the house. Wait, you want to mentor people and you're only confident enough to trade with $140. God bless you, man. Yeah, no, for sure. I've only used 140 bucks. I never made hundreds of thousands of dollars already trading multiple different coins. Come on, man. Get a life. Bitcoin pumped hard, man. Should we short? No. I mean, immediately just short because it pumped hard. That's not how it works. I go to the 1 minute, the smaller time frames, and start flagging it out. Flag it out on the 1 minute. You know, and see what happens. Who bought Harry Potter Bamus Inu coin? You guys are crazy. Thank you for you're a subscriber to my channel, right? Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to KASPA Silver. We love you, brother. Let's take a look at this guy, KASPA Silver. We love you, man. Anyone that's going to rep KASPA like that, we got to take a look at what you're doing. KASPA Silver. It looked like it was like KASPA Silver 1 or something too, right? Oh no, you just had the cool KASPA sign. How are you getting the KASPA sign like that? KASPA Silver, there he is.
Welcome back to the KASPA Silver.
We're so excited to find you, brother. Subscribe to this man. Let's have you on the channel, man. Let's have you on the channel. Let's talk about it. That's you right there, or is that you right there? Let me see. I'll find out by just continuing to look around. I got the Tangent wallet, so I'll look at your review on it. Cool, man. You're the KASPA dude, though. You're the guy to go to. I want to learn how to mine it. I like it. You're all about it. Check them out. Before real, we got people doing 8,000% on leverage using under $100. Join the 99. We'll see how confident You'll see how confident we get. LOL. Shout out to Stack. I love you, man. We don't got to worry about them, man. I love you, Stack. God bless you, brother. Do you know Crypto RS? I used to watch him only, but I started watching your videos too. Me and George are cool. I met him in Miami. We became good friends. I mean, you know, good enough. He's a really, I respect him and love him. I would help him out if he needed any. I did 13,000% on Pepe, Mr. Allen. Our group was legit. Shout out to Abdominal Breadman, Spaghetti Rigetti, my man. 13,000% gains. Insanity. Pump coming back a little bit. I would just turn this into a flag on the 1 minute time frame and see what it gets. You know. If anything, we probably come back to the bottom of the range and go up and down. Tomorrow morning when I do my update, where do I see Bitcoin? Look like it's getting rejected by the top of the range again. I'm probably somewhere around here. I was just going to draw my little, I believe we're somewhere over here. We'll probably make our way right in here. 30,298. Thank you for all the live streams. Anyway, could you look at Bitcoin Cash or Render? Thank you. We just looked at Bitcoin Cash in depth. Gave you an idea on it, a leverage trade and a regular spot trade. So let's move on into Render, if we may, which is on MEXC Global and on KuCoin. All a bunch of different places. Render's been somewhat consolidating. I see something interesting that I didn't see before. Let's take a look. So what I want to see is Render just continue to hold this trend line that it's in, you see? So I've been watching Render for a while with just some alerts on it just to kind of get an idea when it, I want to see it just hold this trend line continuously, right? And then begin to make some type of, you know, bullish consolidation here. Measured move, I already can kind of see what's going on. So I already can kind of tell what kind of move I want out of Render here. 3-day chart suggests that it can get really, really big and get a move, and I like using the 3-day. Daily still has legs, and the 4 hours oversold. So, like, I'm just, you know, I'm looking for Render to kind of just continue in this trend, hold this line, and, you know, accumulation really above this trend line. If it breaks the trend line, I would bail on the position, but I like it, and I believe there could be 88% gains to 426. So I'm watching Render closely. I continue to monitor it. And I'm gonna like readjust this, add another alert on it. But I believe this in the next 2 to 4 weeks, I say 3 to 5 weeks, this could be a pretty big gainer. You know. Just followed KASPA Silver, my man. There you go. See, we hooked him up. It's not hard to mine Casper. All right, I got some KASPA a little while ago. I'd like to mine some. Bitcoin logarithmic dead cat bounce target is 32.6. Considering the greed metric, when Bitcoin hasn't even reached 50% retracement, seems like a bear market rally. Seems like is a great question. I'll be honest, just because we have the bullish, you know, that bullish divergence in the weekly, it just tells me that we're going to continue to either go sideways or move to the upside. You know? Yeah, like I've called the bottom. I've stuck to it. I don't say seem. I don't say I think or I what. I show you a bunch of assets throughout the world that have bottomed on the bullish divergence on the weekly. And we finally got bullish divergence on Bitcoin on the weekly, which brings me to DEFIPERP. And this is something that I wanted to discuss because DEFIPERP is a cool way to see all the different DeFis, right? I don't know why you keep saying in a warehouse, like they're dancing in a warehouse. It's cool, right? And what we're looking for here is I'm going to the weekly chart on this, right? And I'm finally looking for what Bitcoin did on this weekly, which is finally starting to form here, right? You got this bullish divergence finally on the weekly and that tells me that DeFi has likely bottomed here. May take some time. And that's Aave, Sushi, you know, Uniswap, all that. That's all DeFi conglomerate, top 100 DeFi. It tells me that DeFi is on its way to eventually starting to recover because it finally got the fallen, you know, the bullish divergence that we finally got on Bitcoin that called our bottom. So that's likely going to be your bottom for DeFi, you know. Just something, you know. So I'm calling a bottom on DeFi, based like I called the bottom on the S&P 500. Same idea, you know. All right. I just finished a 40-minute Video deep dive, my man. So amazing. Server dives deep into the tech. Well, most of us are, as we are traders. Amen. All right. George is a great guy. Yeah. And, try not to go too crazy on the Saturday night. I think we kind of covered the ideas. Let's take a look at the news here that I want to see happening. We'll jump back into the news. I will get the right news update tomorrow morning. I'm going to get it done. I promise, We'll be right back with the news for you. All right? Like we do every single day. Check 1 2 1 2. Yeah. Hi, my name is Samuel James Price, and I do a show called The Crypto Lifer every single day here on YouTube, from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. And today we're going to go over the news, talk about what happened, talk about what's happening, and rippling through the crypto market. Could the Ripple ruling spell the end of regulation by enforcement? A long-awaited district judge ruling that some XRP token sales were not investment contracts will likely eventually lead to a bipartisan regulatory framework that is more favorable on the pro-crypto crowd in Congress, writes John Rizzo. We would hope. That's the thoughts. That's what gets us so excited. And I could read the whole article, but you can only imagine where it goes and this the implementation of this idea. The idea, it's so good to see. These are things that we really want to pay attention to. It was a big win for us. Had they won the other way around, it would have been a damper on the industry. We've already taken enough pain and anguish. It's nice for the crypto industry to get a little bit of a win there and to come together and have a little bit of a cheery moment, right? BlackRock's Larry Fink says crypto will transcend any one currency. BlackRock CEO Larry Fink sang crypto's praise again on Friday, just a week after he highlighted the role of Bitcoin as a kind of digitizing gold. It's an international asset, he said. I mean, it's a great way for big-time companies and for countries to be able to cross-interact financially with big money. I find that really the way. That's amazing. So, Russia could do an oil deal. United States could do, a deal with another country for whatever they deal. You know what I mean. I don't want to get too crazy with it, but the idea is when you need to move billions of dollars at once, Bitcoin is there, and you don't have to worry. You just press a button. You can both can agree that it happened. It's immutable. It's borderless. It's simple. Fink said that he couldn't talk specifically about Bitcoin because of the pending application. We're working with our regulators, he added. If BlackRock's name is going to be on it, we're going to make sure that it's safe and sound and protected. This is really good. They're already saying that everything they touch is safe, sound, and protected. Now they're going to touch Bitcoin. So they're going to tell the world that Bitcoin is safe, sound, and protected. It's a pretty good deal. JP Morgan says Ripple's XRP ruling is a win for Coinbase. The recent ruling on XRP's token benefits Coinbase as narrows the crypto exchange operator's downside risk. The ruling appears on the surface to be a win for Coinbase in its recent lawsuit by the SEC. JP Morgan equity analyst said, led by Kenneth Worthington, wrote in a report on Friday, we see Coinbase in a best position to benefit from the improved confidence and regulatory clarity given by Coinbase. That's a pretty big deal. And last but not least, today on July 15th, Aave's protocol activates GHO stablecoin on the Ethereum mainnet. Aave protocol executed the approved governance decision to release its decentralized stablecoin GHO on the Ethereum mainnet. Their stablecoin was initially released back in February 2023, but will be available to users on the Aave version on version 3 on Ethereum. GHO will be backed by crypto assets like ETH, and with the Aave protocol issuing it as an over-collateralized loan, this method necessitates that users deposit crypto assets as collateral that exceed the value of the amount they intend to borrow. The GHO stablecoin relies on a smart contract system called Ethereum Facilitator. The system enables users to deposit collateral and lend out GHO with all the collateral stored in the Ethereum mainnet pool. Interesting. You may never get it back. Be careful. But and that's the quick little bit of news here on a Saturday night. Hope that gets you excited. Hope it gets you going. Bitcoin Cash starting to get a little bit of a pump here. I wouldn't be surprised if it did get that move. We'll take a look at Bitcoin before I jump on out of here. And everyone, thank you so much for a wonderful day. I'm so blessed to have everyone here in my life. I'm so blessed to be able to live stream every day, to be able to be, I guess called a crypto influencer, or even like, an educator. But I just appreciate everyone. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the love. Thank you for coming to the live stream every single time. It really means the world to me. So shout out to the 420 beautiful people still on the live too. We thank you so much for your love. All right. So Bitcoin got the pump out of the falling wedge back to the top of the channel. Didn't squeeze enough shorts though. Really wasn't enough volume for it. I say we likely come back down to the bottom of the pattern. We probably get rejected. But at least we didn't. If we didn't get that pump, when we fell, we would have fallen out of the pattern. So it could keep us inside this pattern. I say when I show up tomorrow, we're somewhat sideways still right around this circled area. I'll move this over a little bit somewhere in here when I show up back tomorrow. So I'd look for a possible short or really just sideways price action. We put out the coins that I think are most likely to pump. The good thing about Bitcoin is it's tight here. One thing it could do is pump all the way up to this 200 SMA. That's something we have seen before. I am in a long right now because I'm a madman, but just be careful. All right, and we'll peek at my long one more time on MEXC. All right, my long is on MEXC. Remember that MEXC Global is the place to be. Up 8%, $13.160. I may add to it if the trade continues to go well. It was a crazy trade. Bitcoin was dumping nastily when I got in, so I bought in onto the crazy dumpage wick. I should show my arrow somewhere where I bought in, but I believe it was like somewhere there or maybe there. Usually it shows the arrows like every place where you made a trade when I wear it. Oh yeah, I'm on Bitcoin Cash, not Bitcoin. I just remember it was like a crazy, see these two arrows? I got in on that insane, right when this insane wick started to recover, I opened up a trade there. So we'll see. It is the lower part of the range. I'm expecting a move back to the top of the range with this trade. So we'll see. We'll go from there. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. May God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. And I'm going to end with that intro one more time, man. That intro got me hype. I'll probably get over it soon and it will just be a regular intro. But right now, man, that intro got me hype. I'm excited. I want to share it with each and every one of you. Thank you. Have a great night. May God bless each and every one of you. Shout out to all the awesome lifers in the trading group. And I'll see you tomorrow for an amazing update and another weekly candle close. God bless each and every one of you. May you have a blessed night. Let's end on that amazing outro, intro, whatever you want to call it.